Hey guys, this is Cheyenne Cheng. Today I'm going to talk about unpacking a standard. Before that, please let me introduce myself. I'm a first grade teacher at M6-U1-A1. It's an international school in Shanghai, China. So in this unit, I will use the standard that M6-U1-A1 uses. We use Common Core State standards at M6-U1-A1, but to help all parents or guardians understand it easier, we change the way to describe those standards, such as for writing the Common Core standards at Writing Point 1.1. Write opinion pieces in which they introduce the topic or name the book they are writing about. State an opinion, supply a reason for the opinion, and provide some sense of closure. But at M6-U1-A1, we say, Writing Point 1. I can write about my least favorite things and use reasons and evidence to explain. We change the explanation to I can do this and that, so parents will know the standard more clearer. In this project, I divided into 5 parts, which are 5 lessons for 5 days. As you can see, M6-U1-A1 divided Writing Point 1.1 into different parts and has its own standards. For example, Writing Point 1, I can understand why writers write reviews. Writing Point 4, I can revise and edit my writing. And in this page, I want to share the big idea of this unit is opinion writing. Students need to understand the author's opinion and express their own opinions. The essential questions for it is, how do writers convince readers that their opinion is well thought out? And the enduring understanding is, writers convince readers by giving reasons, using evidence, and being thorough. So now let's talk about the projects and activities. So in online class, it is too hard for my first graders to type. So I don't think there is any writing app such as ClassDojo, Google Doc fits them. However, we can write on paper and show in front of camera, or we can take in pictures and send or upload on Tencent Meeting, which is the app we use for online class. And here you can see I list IXL and ResKids here to improve students' reading skills. I will lead them to read and talk about the writer's opinions, and then depending on the books that they read, to write their own stories to express their own opinions. And in in-person activities, I listed the work that we will do for the whole week, which is in 5 sessions. Each session has a goal and some objects. Such as Monday, you can see the point we're going to teach is, today I want to teach you that reader don't just look at the picture. They also think about what is happening in the story to help them figure out what word would make sense. And there is a chart you can see. There are some small objects, such as check the picture, try 2 ways, look at all the parts of the word, or crash the parts together. And I also list the points and chart for Tuesday, Wednesday, of course, Thursday. But there is one point on Thursday. It is mentioned shoebox writing and editing. So let me explain what is the shoebox thing. So every student needs to bring 1 shoebox, and they will put all things that they like into it, such as their favorite books, toys, stickers, or etc. And the teachers will lead them to write the stories about it, such as, in my box, there is a this, and which one is my favorite and what is the reason. And in the last session, we will review or extend. It depends on the situation. We check it by assessments. Now let's talk about it. Here is the last part, assessment. So I put 2 parts here, formative and summative. I also listed the standard for formative and summative assessments of this unit. In formative assessment, we also can do some simple checks, such as thumb up, thumbs down, or some classwork. They can write their own story based on the book, or depends on like what's in their shoebox. And also we can do some ongoing checks, such as their own writing. And also I want to talk about for different level students, teachers should set different goals and objectives for sure. For ELL students, teachers can list the sentence structures on the whiteboard, such as, in my box, I love this and this. I love this one the most because we can give them a line and ask them to fill up the gap. And after writing, teachers can choose volunteers to read their stories. It's a good practice. And they need to show and convince their classmates what they wrote was well thought out, like what we list in the standard. For higher ability students or upper ability students, teachers can give them higher requirements. And also we can ask them to lead and help the lower ability students too. And here's the list of the references I used. I hope you will be helpful for you guys. Well, that's all I want to share. Thanks for watching the video. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.